Okay. I think we're live now. Yeah. And I'll just change the title. Yeah, we're on right now. I'll just tag you in the title now. What's your YouTube username?
I think it's Rotard1 at Rotard1.
Okay. Cool.
Someone already took Rotard without the one.
Yeah. It's annoying. Alright, cool. Done. Do you have any videos you've already found that we can react to?
I mean, it's mainly the ones that you sent me on TikTok, honestly, a while back.
Okay. Let me find those.
Wait, can you hear my voice good on the live or?
I'll check real quick. Let's see. I'll turn up the. Oh wait. What the hell? Oh yeah, I gotta put this on. Yeah, it should. Wait, try talk now.
Yo, what's up? Hello.
All right, let me just check if that worked. Do that.
Shit, bro, I just saw, bro, you have 10K on YouTube already. Damn, bro.
I know.
I haven't been on anything. Like I haven't been on for so long. Shit, man, you've surpassed me in every single way. Damn, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but.
You're almost like, I think you've surpassed Excellent Health as well. I don't know how much he has.
No, I think he has like 13K.
Oh, he has 13K. But he's not really trying to promote himself. Like he has his own community. He doesn't really care anymore,
Yeah, I know. Alright, we got 25 people in here. That's kind of good. I'll post that we're live real quick. And then we can hop into these videos.
I posted already a story on TikTok, but
Alright.
some people have seen it.
Alright. My sound's just too low? Like my mic or what? I'll turn my mic up.
To me, it doesn't sound low.
Nah, probably on the OBS too. Alright. Oh yeah, what the hell? Your voice is like hella quiet on my stream still. I don't know why.
Wait, do they mean my voice or?
I think so. I don't know why. It's like fully turned up.
Wait, I don't know, bro. Like I have mine pretty much.
Yeah, it's not like I can hear you fine. It's just like on my end. I don't know why.
Yeah. Have you you're not like recording through Discord, right? I mean, YouTube.
No, I'm
You can't see
recording.
the Discord screen.
It's OBS. Yeah, you can't see the Discord screen. No, I'm just gonna add like a. I'll try and fix it real quick.
Wait, let me get into. Wait, let me try hearing it. mean, you can hear my voice, but it's not that good.
Okay, I'll try to fix it right now. Bro, my views on TikTok are so buns, bro. I don't know what's going on.
You can hear my voice, but I think you can hear my voice pretty good now.
Okay.
Yeah, and the chat, someone in the chat is saying that it sounds good.
Alright, cool. I need to turn yours
I
down.
just need to hold this mic closer. That's it.
No, just, it's fine. You can talk. It's just all on my end. Like, it's the same. It was like the same for me the whole time, but let me try this. Okay, that should be good. Let's see if that's good now. For me the whole time, but let me try this. Okay, that should be good. Let's see if it's good now. Cool. It's 2 in the morning, bro. Alright.
Me.
Nah, someone in chat. Let me just hear this. Cool. It's 2 in the morning, bro. Alright.
Me.
Oh shit. Yeah, your shit's loud as fuck. I gotta turn that down. Alright, that'll be good. Dip maxing while watching this? What does that even mean, dude? Alright. Let me grab these videos that I sent you. So like, this is probably gonna be a lot of Nicodem, not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's gonna feel
I
targeted.
just yeah. I just want to say though that like personally, I don't like I genuinely don't have anything against any of the people that I respond to.
Sure.
Like Nicodem, I don't have anything against him personal. Like it's just that he's wrong. Like I can't do anything about that. If he's wrong, bro. And I need to call that out. You know.
Yeah, that's it. Same. Alright. So he made a video. This one. Wait, I'll send it through real quick so you can hop on.
Yeah, this one. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, let me just get that one on TikTok, on my own TikTok. Wait.
Yeah. He captioned it saying,
This was his response to seed oil, bro.
yeah, he said, pretty room temp IQ to be honest. Let's see if he can see if that's valid or not. Dude, this Miss Meat girl on Insta always talking about adult money, bro.
What?
You know Miss Meat on Insta?
No, I don't know.
She's pretty bad, I can't lie.
Wait. So, wait. Should we go through this video first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's watch it.
Natural blood sugar level. When you consume carbohydrates, your blood sugar is going to raise, right? And then insulin.
This has got to be one of the most confident sounding but completely wrong take I've heard someone make on carbs so far. He says that when carbs are consumed, blood sugar rises, insulin is made to bring it down. And then your baseline is lowered because you consume carbs? It's not.
So, yeah, like, blood sugar does get lower after insulin overcompensates. just because of how toxic excess blood sugar is. Like the pancreas is going to overshoot insulin, and that drives it into cells quickly.
Yes, and that insulin spike, I just want to add, that insulin spike from carbohydrates itself is bad as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a response to something that you've done to yourself in the body. And I have a study that proves that that insulin spike from carbohydrates actually kills, I think it was, I don't want to give a bad like a wrong percentage, but it was a big part of your mitochondria. Like that specific insulin spike kills your mitochondria.
Kills your mitochondria. Okay.
I have a good study. I can pull it up.
All right. If you pull it up, that would be good.
We can wait, let me just find it. We can continue so far, like because I don't know exactly where I have it.
Okay.
But yeah, I can post all the references to what I say later. But yeah, it basically kills your mitochondria.
Yeah. Or if you
Let
can
me
like,
get-
if you use AI to find it, you could probably find it. Like pull up the study,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we could
I
go
have
through
it because
That would be better.
there's a guy. If you wait. There's a guy called Pottinger's Human on YouTube, and he goes pretty much in depth on this.
Okay.
He's very good. He explains this pretty good. And let me just get into his video because that's where I saw the study.
Okay.
Um,
How physiology works.
That's not how physiology works. Okay. According to on the basis of what?
When you consume carbs,
According
body-
to Nicodem.
entirely regulates your baseline and your blood glucose.
When you consume carbs, your
Yeah,
body
wait.
entirely regulates.
yeah, here the study is called the literally the title is called "Insulin Selectively Reduces Mitochondrial Uncoupling in Brown Adipose Tissue in Mice."
Okay.
If anyone is interested in looking at that study, that is the title. Just go back and listen to what I said.
Do you want to send it to me on Discord, and then after we watch this video, we can go look at that?
Yeah, sure.
I think that should be good. All right.
Yeah, I'll send it on Discord right now.
Cool.
Yeah, continue with whatever he said.
All right.
Just because you consume some carbs doesn't mean your body will permanently lower your.
Again, that's a straw man, right? Because he said permanently. No one said permanently, but it does happen, which keeps you dependent. Like when you eat carbs, your blood sugar is pretty much entirely dependent on your next meal. Like, not entirely, but like if you have a large amount of carbs, especially fast, like absorbing sugars, your blood sugar is going to be low until you eat carbohydrates again, because your gluconeogenesis slows because insulin suppresses glucagon, and then insulin also overcompensates. The pancreas overcompensates with insulin to lower blood sugar, and that ends up with you having lower blood sugar than what you had before. It's not permanent, but it does happen.
Baseline. Once again, not how it works.
Yes.
To put it in
Just once again, not how it works. Okay, proof.
simple terms, what happens when you consume carbs is your body utilizes them. It
Your body utilizes carbs. Yes, that's true.
uses them efficiently for fuel.
Efficiently. Yeah, it's quickly. It's not very ROS efficient though, or ATP efficient at that.
But when it doesn't have any
Yes.
carbs to use after physical exercise or just in general when you wake up, what will happen is your body will seek out for glucose either or, because it's this one is the brain's preferred fuel, and two, it's the more efficient fuel. And it also
This
needs to refill
this
little
argument, it's the body's preferred fuel, bro. What?
Yeah, that's retarded. He said the body will seek out glucose for fuel. What does he even mean by that? Does he mean like
I don't
create
know,
it?
bro.
Like he?
I don't know, bro. It kind of reminds me of like scientific snitch and these people when they when they talk about glucose being the body's preferred fuel source.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, just because the body chooses to use something before something else, like how does that equal that being what the body is better at using?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
because
there's
in the
no.
brain, when you have more ketones available, the brain will continue to select for more ketones over glucose, even though both are available.
Exactly. Like, it's not an argument just because your body sometimes uses something above something else.
Yeah. And it does that for alcohol as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the same time as muscle glycogen and brain, right? So what happens is your body runs off of cortisol and adrenaline
Your,
to ramp up
your body
gluconeogenesis.
runs off of cortisol.
What does that
adrenaline.
mean? Well, you're running off
This
of
is an
stress hormones to
interesting.
produce.
Wait, I wanted to talk about this because like this is a very point blank statement. Your body runs on cortisol and adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean,
What he doesn't
you
what he,
always
what he
have
doesn't
cortisol and
understand.
adrenaline.
Yeah, but one thing I just wanted, because it's really, this will shoot himself in the leg, because when you consume, when insulin spikes from
Mm.
carbohydrate intake, this causes a compensatory cortisol spike as well. When this happens every single time your insulin spikes from carbohydrates, and I have a study to show this,
Mm.
uh, and over time this feedback loop of always having compensatory high cortisol spikes lead to chronically high cortisol and
Yeah.
insulin levels, which just leads your body to crave more and more sugar. This is like it's really an epidemic. It's really like how most carnivores say that sugar is really a drug, because
Mm.
the more you consume it, the more you want it, the more you seek it out, because of the fact that it chronically and over time makes your body crave it more. Like it becomes a feedback loop. It makes your body shoot out even more insulin each and every time, and I have the study to show that whenever insulin goes up, at the same time cortisol goes up as well. So him saying that cortisol goes up with gluconeogenesis, or him saying that cortisol is the start of gluconeogenesis, that doesn't really mean anything, because at the same time it also shoots up whenever your insulin spikes. So how does it matter in that case?
Yeah, I mean, cortisol activates your metabolism at all times, even if you're high carb. Like that's what it's
Yeah.
running off, so to speak. Like every time you wake up, it's a cortisol spike. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I also have a study to show that whenever you spike your insulin, like these crazy spikes from carbohydrates, it also makes your body produces adrenaline at the same time. And
Okay.
didn't Nico also say that adrenaline, like your body runs off of cortisol and adrenaline? He said that, right?
Nico said that. Yeah.
I think he said that in the video. But yeah, I have the study to show that literally insulin does that as well. Like it causes your body to get a spike in cortisol and adrenaline.
Mm. Wait,
So I don't know.
Frost in the chat right now.
Really?
Yeah. What's up, Frost? All right. Let's keep watching this.
Glucose when you could get them by eating them. Which means that carbs actually reduce the need for stress to create glucose.
Did he say reduce the need for stress?
Yeah, bro, that just goes completely against what I just said about how insulin leads to cortisol
Yeah.
and adrenaline spikes.
Yeah. All right.
Therefore,
Sure.
reducing adrenaline and cortisol in the long run, making carbs more efficient than gluconeogenesis. And the whole comparison that he makes with carbs and drugs doesn't make any sense, because drugs directly stimulate dopamine receptors, and that's what it's mainly made to do. Whereas carbs can be used as a main energy source.
What? Oh my god.
Wait.
Dude, carbs, the reason people call carbs a drug, one of the reasons is because it causes a dopamine spike similar to that of cocaine.
Yeah, wait. That's nah, bro. Like just I don't know, bro. That was a stupid argument, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
For
yeah. Continue.
loads of other things.
Okay.
And the idea that you will have low blood sugar if you don't keep on eating carbs is completely wrong as well. Because
Why is it
that
wrong?
is mainly caused by a bad metabolism.
Oh,
poor
bad
and-
metabolism. What does that mean?
unregulated liver glycogen, metabolic inflexibility, and high stress from gluconeogenesis chronically.
Dude, these are such buzzwords, bro. Metabolic and
Wait, did he say
flexibility.
did he say that metabolic inflexibility is caused by gluconeogenesis, or did I hear wrong?
No, I think what he meant was the low blood sugar, like not being able to regulate blood sugar after eating carbs.
Okay. And so what?
Yeah.
What? Okay. And like his argument is your body can't regulate blood sugar as well if you don't eat it for a while, or am I like
Yeah.
am I understanding it? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what's the what's the
That's
issue with
true.
that?
Yeah, exactly.
There's literally no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's the reason, bro. Like that's the reason.
Consistently.
Like that's like saying, oh, I left cocaine for a while, and then once I started cocaine again, I like got 2 times more. Like, I got 2 times the effects. Like when you
Yeah.
stop eating something for a while, when you stop consuming something for a while, which affects your body, of course your body will become worse at you know, how do you say it? Like your body will become worse at metabolizing that or whatever. That's the same for literally anything. Like if I stop consuming, if I've smoked a lot of cigarettes, and then I stop for a month, and then I consume maybe half of that, I will feel the same buzz, the same effect after consuming it for a month because I've stopped, and that's exactly the same with sugar.
Yeah, because when you, let's say 2 to 4 weeks of high carb, that's going to upregulate all the mitochondrial enzymes for glycolysis, and then down like atrophy the fat, like the lipolysis enzymes like CPT1, etc. And then you're just going to have chronic like competition between those two. It's going to be a lot of like inflammation going on and metabolic inflexibility, which is exactly what he's describing. There's no, like, it's such a, like, nobody's been able to define what they mean by metabolic flexibility. Like, they think that,
I think I
being
think
able to
they
consume
mean
both it's good, but then you literally have inflexibility because of that, because there's competition. Like, there's no way that you can be
yeah.
100% like efficient at both at the same time. Like, it just doesn't work like that, right?
Mm. Yeah, but I think he means that, like, I think with metabolic flexibility, I think that he means that you should be able to quickly switch from carbs to fat. That's like maybe is that what he means or not?
Yeah, I guess that's what he means, yeah.
I mean, with that, like honestly, if you're thinking about a healthy human being in the wild, you should be able to switch from carbs to fat, but consuming more carbs will not make you be like better at that. Like no amount of, like, what is he trying to say? Is he trying to say that the more carbs you consume, the easier it will be for you to switch to fat out of nowhere, or what?
Yeah, nah,
Because that
that's
is like the most retarded shit I've ever heard.
it's like
Because
the opposite.
the more carbs you consume, the more carbs you consume, the harder it will be for you
Yeah,
to transition into a fat-based, high-fat diet,
yeah.
carnivore diet. Anyway, continue, bro.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just pop my chat up. Okay. Dude, I need to like have this set up first. Copy. Let's just like. Alright, whatever. I don't need the chat up here. Actually, it's all good. Alright, let's keep going.
Being activated by adrenaline and cortisol levels, which are elevated, that's the problem. That's the main issue. Carbs are not. Like, I used to sit here and I used to say, oh, carb intolerance. when you can't tolerate carbs, you know you're healthy.
What's the main issue though? Like, what issue is the main issue with what? With low blood sugar? I don't think that's related. Like, he said like the high cortisol and adrenaline, that's the main issue. But we're talking about low blood sugar after carbs. Like, that's not related really. It's weird. I don't think. It's kind of a weird train of thought, don't you think?
It's completely the opposite, by the way. When you can tolerate something and you can palate it and you can have no problems with consuming it, right? What will happen is your body will respond perfectly fine. You'll have no problems. Whereas a person that is metabolically inflexible will respond in the way which I just said. They will have problems with digestion, acne, whatever, sleep, energy. This is what happens when you are metabolically inflexible.
Say this is your natural blood
I
sugar
just have a
level. When
question
you
to
consume
him. Like, I have a question. What, like, how does he think a person becomes metabolically
I was
flexible?
about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, like, how do you become metabolically flexible according to him? He's not saying anything. He's just saying, he's just talking right now. Like, he's not actually explaining how to get metabolically flexible.
Yeah. Yep. It's kind of weird. All right, let me pull up some other videos if we're done with that one. I'm gonna just like search up. Let's see, probably like EJ Health or like the New Addict.
Wait, was that video finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, okay. All right, let's take a look at this. So again, this is Nicodem. I'm not trying to target him, but like, it's just what I've come across. Yeah, let me send it over. He says, he quotes somebody, "This isn't optimal." And he says, "Frankly, Dogma is less optimal than indulging in whole foods that have no additives." What is Dogma?
This isn't optimal. Frankly, Dogma is less optimal than indulging in whole foods that have no additives.
What does he mean, Dogma? Like, what does this even mean? It has no meaning anymore.
Yeah. I made a TikTok video on this. Like, bro, the word dogma is like, it can be used
It's not applicable
for
at all.
anyone. Yeah, it can be used at anyone. It can be used
Yeah.
literally at anyone. Like, I can use dogma for them. Like, the average person can use the word dogma at Nico. Like,
Yeah,
Nico,
I know.
Nico probably doesn't consume McDonald's. Like, he restricts himself from McDonald's. Anything restrictive
That's
is nowadays
restrictive.
called a dogma.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
it's
it's
restrictive.
restrictive, it's
That's raising,
dogma.
that's raising cortisol, and that's not jolly maxing.
Yeah.
But bro, it's
Exactly.
like my dad has been called dogmatic all his life because he was like anti-fluoride and anti-vax. It's like
Really?
you can put it on anyone, bro. You can put it on anything.
Exactly. Yeah, bro, it's really stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just like, honestly, it's a way for them to cope with their addictions. That's just the easy way to explain it.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't, like, I eat fruit sometimes, right? Here and there.
Yeah.
Like, I ate fruit yesterday, grapes, whatever. And I was like,
Okay.
I probably won't feel any better after eating this. But it's just like, I'll eat it because it's nice. Because I wanted it at the time. And then I felt like, actually worse. Like, not like horrible, but like noticeably like a little bit worse after like at the end of the day. Also because I was like drinking milk and like eating throughout the whole day. But I'm not gonna be like that was 100% optimal because I wanted that. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I wanted some grapes. Like, it's not the worst thing, but it's also not like 100% optimal. But these people want to like justify it 100%. Like, I'm not justifying Well, it's not like it's not warranted me eating some like grapes, but
Mm.
it's like yeah, whatever, you know.
I can say the same thing, but about cooked meat because
Yeah.
I haven't eaten a single piece of fruit or honey or anything. Like I've been zero carb, like literally zero carb,
Mm.
since October, I think.
Wow.
Since October or since September, like at the end of September, that's when I pretty much was strict zero carb. But like I eat 80 to 90% raw. And whenever I have a cooked meal, I do feel that like I do feel worse in general.
Mm.
If I had right now a piece of fruit, I think that I would feel fucking horrible, honestly. I think
Yeah.
genuinely I would feel horrible if I had a piece of fruit right now.
Mm. I get like low-key acid
Especially if it was
reflux.
like what?
I low-key get acid reflux if I eat fruit sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like honestly the thing is though, because I don't follow carnivore strictly in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't follow carnivore all year round. I
Mm.
do based on where I live and
Yeah.
based on my location, and that's something that I've preached for a long time now, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I follow, yeah, my environment, and when summer comes around now, I will eat the fruit that are local to me. Like for
Mm.
example, in Sweden, some cherries might grow,
Yeah.
some pears, some apples might grow.
Mm.
So that's something that I will eat. But the thing is that this will never like it won't even come close to getting up to like 30 or 40% of the total
Exactly.
mass that
Yeah.
I eat in a day.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Like even then, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you another video. We'll go through
Okay.
this. This is EJ Health. He's been getting a lot of followers lately. I told him it was really smart what he did, like just giving his opinions on other people's opinions. Because nobody knew who
Yeah,
this guy
yeah, yeah.
was like 2 weeks ago. And now he's like, people are tagging him saying, like, tagging Santa Cruz, like saying, get this guy into locked in. But literally nobody knew who he was like 2 weeks ago. But that's pretty smart, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this.
Carnivore and has changed his perspective on carbohydrates. And in this community post, he talks about how he felt indoctrinated into the meat-only crowd and that carbohydrates are often indicated in many different environments. You can read more about his new perspective at this link here. And while
Wait,
he
that's
makes
true
good
though. That's
points,
true
and
though. Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. I think that in many different environments, I think that the word carbohydrates is very general. I
Mm.
think that some sweet fruit are indicated in some environments,
Yeah. No, I agree.
but
Like,
not carbohydrates as a general. I'm like personally like this is just a personal thing that I have like I don't eat honey, you know.
mm.
I've not that I hate honey, I just don't like honey because
Yeah, yeah, me too.
I always overeat on honey, you
Mm.
know. So I haven't eaten honey for like a very long time,
Yeah.
but like fruits and honey are indicated honestly, like especially in the equator and you know other places even in Sweden as I
Yeah.
said earlier, so that isn't completely wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
agree with most
But
of it.
though
I
wait,
wanted
let
to
me just
Mm.
say that I don't think starches are indicated. I
No.
do not think starches are indicated honestly.
I think, honestly, I feel like if starchy plants didn't have fiber, like if you had starch without the fiber, it would be better.
Mm.
Like the strong fiber and the
Mm.
large content of plant toxins. I feel like starch is better than like free sugars from fruit.
Yeah. The main reason as to why I don't think it is as well is because in just think of yourself in any natural setting ever,
Mm.
um, and just imagine yourself finding a wild starchy tuber. This is like you don't even have to go into the research with this. Like the moment you dig it out, would you just think of consuming that? And not even just that point blank statement. Also you can't even consume it. Even if you think of consuming it, like
Mm.
you will fall ill. You need to cook it first, which means that it's not something that you would consume in its
Yeah.
natural state,
Yeah.
as you would with meat and with fruit.
That's fair enough. Yeah. True.
Highlight this excerpt where he talks about eating equatorially and not locally. I wanted to highlight this specifically because this is the biggest disagreement I have with him in this whole document he made. So as some of you may know, Face IQ has recently moved to Southeast Asia. I learned about that in a recent YouTube video he made. And my hypothesis is that moving to Southeast Asia, where carbohydrates are found year-round, is what caused him to change his perspective. Now that he's in an environment where fruits are found in abundance, I'm sure he's more of an advocate for them because he feels better eating them. But the problem is that seasonal and
I
local
agree.
eating
Yeah.
is...
That's I said this as well. Like, yeah. Like I always said that, you know, the fruits, like eating fruits in the tropics is way less damaging, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I was in Bali, I told Frost like, bro, we're in the tropics. Like,
Yes.
it's 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 way less harmful to have it here. Like
Yes.
it's pretty indicated.
And I also wanted to say about I also want to say something because I think that Face IQ's reasoning behind eating equatorially is because because humans have evolved in the equator, like for the
Yeah,
past,
yeah, that's what he told me.
like
Yeah.
a revolution happened. Yeah, but I have one thing to say about that. If you've read the book Light in Shaping Life, and if you've read Epipaleo RX, I think, but I don't know if Epipaleo RX spoke about this, but Light in Shaping Light definitely spoke about this because I remember in a video where Excellent Health spoke about how your body creates internal light. I remember him speaking about how how mammals in general evolved actually like in the northern and southern poles, like the higher up, like higher up, the higher up and the lower down, that's where mammals evolved. Like, and does this mean that we should eat all year round a diet uh, based on where we first evolved? Like, how does that logic follow? Like, how
Yeah.
does that logic follow? You should eat upon where you live. That's how
Yeah,
you're
because it's
suited.
based on the light signals that your body receives. That's how you process the different foods. It's not based on like where you were, I don't know, like a million years ago, where you evolved from.
Yeah. Exactly. Because then even if we're talking about that, we can go even further. Why not talk about before humans were carnivores? Why not talk about that? Let's start eating
Yeah.
like frugivores. Why
Yeah.
not start eating like frugivores?
Yeah. All right.
and making do with what's available. Seasonal and local eating is optimizing your biology to your environment. Everything you
Agreed.
eat in your environment is a signal, and food is not an exception. To
Yeah.
put it simply, because I'll probably make a video
that
going
was- that
deeper
was well
into
said.
it, food
Yeah.
you eat is deeply encoded with information from the sun and your local environment
You
that our
put it-
brain
you
and
put
body
a
pay deep
photo
attention
of
to.
DNA.
So if you eat a banana from Ecuador in the UK, that is a huge environmental mismatch, and things like fructose and deuterium will take a toll on your body
Yeah.
and chronically over time.
Yeah, like even a banana that grows in the tropics, imported to somewhere else where a banana grows, will have different, like different code, so to speak. Like it's different signals. It will have more water, it'll have more deuterium and more sugar because it's grown in the
Yeah.
tropics.
Exactly. And your body, because you live in a place where you won't sweat as much, like the sun depletes deuterium. Like
Yeah.
everything is complementary. Everything is complementary based on the place that you live. Even the lipid ratios which you consume are complementary based on where you live. For example, the higher up you live, you will usually consume more land animals because the most things will be frozen. Like for example, the seas will be frozen, usually frozen, except for because some, like for example, the Inuit, they usually carve out the ice
Yeah.
and fish, but still they eat mostly. Even the Sami people, if you know who those are, in northern Sweden, like they eat mostly land animals, and the fat of land animals, the raw land animal fat, is extremely low in deuterium.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything to, kind of detox or whatever. You don't need anything to detox. But
Yeah.
still, also just a reminder that even cold exposure also, detoxes deuterium in the body. It's not just the sun.
Yeah. And would that be because of the internal light production there?
I don't know. I don't know if that's specifically how cold exposure does it. I think it's another mechanism. I don't remember how it was.
Okay. Yeah, and it's the same way that plants in the tropics have a lot less polyunsaturated oils. Like for example, like even nuts, like let's say like macadamia nuts, for example,
Yeah.
they have very low polyunsaturated fats because it would oxidize in the heat, right? Because
Yeah.
it's a high light environment. But things that grow up at high latitudes have more polyunsaturated fats. So let's say someone in the tropics eats some macadamias, that's gonna be matched still because they're not gonna be they're gonna be in the sun more, so they need less they need
Yeah.
like a lower polyunsaturated fat content, more saturated fat. Same way like coconuts have very high saturated fat because they grow in the tropics. And then people in the tropics eat a lot of
That's a good.
coconut meat and drink a lot of coconut water.
Yeah. And also, this is a bit interesting as well because usually, I'm not, don't quote me on this, but this is just a quick thought that I have. Usually, from what I've seen, the fish that are like, that are around the tropical areas, they're usually lower in fat. But I'm not
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
about this though.
that is true. Yeah,
They're usually pretty lean.
yeah,
So, and fish usually have, polyunsaturated fats, but it's a whole different topic. But yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And that will cause disease. It's all just a bit confusing when he dismisses seasonal and local eating because he's criticized Paul Saladino for the same exact mistake he's making by telling people to eat equatorially. And my problem isn't with carbohydrates and like glycation, for example. My problem is eating food in an environment that your mitochondria are not primed to process that food in. But with all that said,
The glycation thing is a real concern, though. Like,
Wait, what did you
especially
say?
the glycation thing is a real concern. Like with
Yeah.
the chronic
I don't know.
overload.
I don't know what Pace IQ was trying to say with glycation. Honestly.
I think his
Like,
point
what was his
is,
argument? What was his argument with glycation?
he kind of only critiqued the point about fructose being 10 times more glycating. He didn't really touch on the, glucose and also like the polar pathway.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't really.
Did he talk about? Wait. He just said. I think. Wait, was his argument that it's just because it's circulated less, or
Yeah,
like the concentration part?
yeah, the blood concentration. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But that I mean I don't know. That's not like just because it's concentrated in the blood doesn't uh, it doesn't really matter though. That's not really how metabolism works.
Like it
Because
glycates the
fructose,
liver
yeah, it's
quite greatly.
yeah, exactly. Like it gets cleared by the liver, and that's where usually most of the problems get like occur.
Yeah, like it produces a lot of methylglycol. Then I told him that he brought up how ketosis like doubles
I saw that. I saw
methylglycol,
that.
and then I
Exactly.
did some research on that. I found acetoacetate like neutralizes methylglycol.
Mm.
So, I don't know. That seems to fix that up. But yeah, let's keep watching.
I wanted to go back to the post because I think this is extremely important to highlight. Because with all the diet dogma going around with people like Augenis, Godis, and Pete, for example, there aren't enough people that actually have the resolve to seek the truth. And it's extremely important for whomever you follow to be able to admit when they may be
I actually
wrong.
think.
even
Wait,
if
just
it
pause
may-
a second.
Yeah.
I actually think that even based on his own, you know, EJ Health, his own, how do you say, like his own way of calling someone dogmatic, what he thinks something is dogmatic. I don't think he can call Goatis dogmatic. I think, honestly, Goatis is the least dogmatic person ever, if you think about it, because he just goes after what his senses tell him. You
Yeah.
know, he doesn't really care about following anything else.
Yeah,
he
that's
he
true.
thinks that everything is wrong. Like he thinks that every single piece of scientific research is wrong, and he just goes based off his own senses. So I don't know how that can be dogmatic in any way. I'm not supporting what he's saying, but like I don't know how you can call that dogmatic.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
hurt their brand or business. Like, for example, when Paul Saladino ate vegetables. So some of you...
Dude, have you seen Paul Saladino's new diet?
Yeah, I saw that he includes like a vegetable or something.
Yeah. Do you want to go through the YouTube video? We can go through it right now.
Yeah, we can go through that as well.
All right, let's do that now. What I eat in a day for longevity in 2026. Yeah, it's really bad. It's like 90% carbohydrate foods. I'll send you the link.
Really?
Yeah. He looks really bad too. He like noticeably worse than most of his videos for some reason.
I think, like, honestly, Paul Saladino looked best, like, after he, like, at the end of when he was carnivore, up until, like, in the beginning when he started to become animal-based. Because I think that in the beginning when he was animal-based, I think he was doing pretty much what I think is animal-based, which is, like, less than 20% of your mass from carbs.
Yeah.
I think that is what he was doing, but I'm not sure though. But he
Yeah.
looked pretty good at back then.
Yeah, I think that at that time was when his diet was healthiest for sure. Like having some carbs in the tropics, especially when he was eating like super high fat, low protein, like 3 meals a day, trying to
Yeah.
suppress insulin constantly. Like adding that in, like
Yeah.
raw dairy and stuff, would have helped him a lot for sure.
Oh wait, how did Paul actually eat during carnivore? I think that's a good thing that we can react to, how he ate during carnivore. We
For
can
sure.
react to this video and then we can react to that as well.
All right, let's do it. Do you want to put it in like 1.5 and then we'll go through it a bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go.
This is what I eat in a day, 2026 edition. I'm gonna show you guys everything I eat in a day. I'm gonna take you through every gram of protein, fat, and carbohydrates. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've added some new stuff to my diet recently that I'm gonna show you in this video. Stuff that you might not expect me to eat, but I'm always trying to be healthier, I'm always trying to feel better, and I'm always trying to eat as varied a diet as possible while kicking as much butt as possible.
A varied diet. Why would you want to eat as varied diet as possible? Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah,
At
I
the end
don't
of this
know,
video,
honestly.
I'm gonna show you the full
Wait, I mean,
calorie,
honestly,
macronutrient,
I think though, a varied diet can actually help. Like, if we just think about it in a way that is complementary, if you know what I mean. Because honestly, if you were to slaughter a whole sheep yourself, like there is still some variation inside that, but I don't, because sometimes you would eat the part of the shoulder, the part of the leg, you would eat the brain, you would eat the liver, you would eat different parts, you know, and that is like quote unquote healthy variation, if you know what I mean. But like having variation with things that are contraindicated, I don't want to sound too much like Eddie Goki, but having variation with things that are not meant for our speciation is not something that I would call good or health promoting in any way.
Yeah.
Like, why not? If he wants to have variation with plants, with asparagus, because that is, I think, what he ate, then why doesn't he have some variation with some fries and some and a Big Mac? Like, why not? That's variation as well, right?
Asparagus is so disgusting as well. I don't know why he would add that, but yeah. Anyway.
Down of what I've eaten in this day. I'm gonna tell you how many calories I ate total, how much protein, how much fat, how many carbohydrates, and show you all of the vitamins and minerals for what I eat in a day. So let's get into
Like that's like most of this.
I'm gonna begin by showing you what I eat first thing in the morning, right when I get up, before I go to surf. Let's go.
Morning smoothie.
First thing I do in the morning is I start with a glass of water. I have reverse osmosis water, and that is what I mix my creatine into. It's important that your creatine is pure, third-party tested, and there's a trick here that I want to show you guys if you get bloating from creatine. Make sure that your creatine is fully mixed. You don't want to be drinking gritty creatine at the bottom.
I'm pretty sure that Paul Saladino was against supplementation for a while. I don't know.
He was,
Might be
yeah,
wrong.
actually, before he sold it, and he just sold his book.
Exactly.
He was saying, like, if you need supplements, then your diet is terrible. Your diet is
Exactly.
unhealthy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something that Anthony Chaffee still says, but I don't know. I don't think like Paul Saladino, he just had too much to earn, you know.
Yeah. That's fair enough, though. But yeah, it's kind of hypocritical.
enough water.
I respect. I didn't respect Anthony Chaffee before, but that was like a long time ago when I was still very new to this. But I think that Anthony Chaffee is like one of the most respectable guys on the like whole health space. Like he's so fucking chill and everything.
Yeah,
If you watch his videos.
Yeah, he's good to watch for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mix 5 grams of creatine. You're going to need at least 300 mLs or around 10.5, 11 ounces of water. And if the water is a warmer temperature, it will mix better. Most people have heard of creatine, but here's my quick creatine optimization protocol. 5 grams of creatine monohydrate daily from a third-party trusted source. Fully mix it in water. Make sure there's no gritty creatine at the bottom. That's what causes bloating. If you want your creatine to be better absorbed, you want to take it
Why
with
does he consume
carbohydrates.
creatine,
With
though?
50
I'm against creatine, and I've made many videos on TikTok.
Because
as
he
to
doesn't
why.
eat enough meat.
Yeah, I mean, if he has the money to consume more meat, he has
Yeah.
the money to buy. He has the money to buy herring. Herring is the highest source of creatine. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
grams of honey or some fruit juice. And the last thing, there is some evidence to show
Wait, what's your main concern with creatine? Is it like the toxic byproducts, like the toxic like?
No. Like
processing?
it's a whole, bro. It's a whole ass topic. It's a whole ass topic on its own.
Okay.
Like the creatine has so many issues that most people aren't like aware of. It ranges from the way that it is produced, and then it goes to the way it is tested because the testing is not good at all. Even I saw a study that Jack Cruz posted in his forum, which showed that even third party testing isn't even good. It has so much deuterium. Like most of these third party testing, they don't test for deuterium.
Yeah.
So most creatine has very high amounts of deuterium, which most third-party testing doesn't even care about, And then there's other toxic things within creatine. I don't remember. I think it was 2 others, which also affect the mitochondria negatively, but I don't remember what their name was.
Okay.
And then, like the whole issue of, why do you even need creatine? Like in the first place, why would you need creatine? It's a whole issue of itself. It's a long topic.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
that if you take creatine after a workout, that might improve its effectiveness slightly. It's not a big deal. In this case, I'm gonna take my creatine before I surf. I'm not using this post-workout, but if you wanna optimize, that's the 4th thing with creatine. Make sure, or at least try, see if creatine after your workout improves it. Never dry scoop creatine. Not a good thing for your gut and bloating. That's the worst way to do it. So what's in the smoothie? You got raw milk, frozen, wild organic blueberries, grass-fed whey protein from Oregon, raw organic glyphosate-free honey. I'm gonna put a pinch of sea salt in the smoothie.
Yeah, that's good. That's okay. Like you got the raw dairy. That's pretty good, But like, yeah, I mean, the wild organic blueberries. No one's gonna be able to get that, Like that's the best. That's the best case scenario.
I think actually, like wild organic berries are pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like those are the pretty much the best fruit if you can find them.
Yeah, they're quite low in sugar and like
Exactly.
low in water. Yeah. And then he's got some like powders.
And that's what I do. So I
supplements.
mix it all up in the blender. I've got the stainless steel attachment from Vitamix to minimize
And salt
plastics.
as well. Wait, what is your opinion on salt? Because I know that you were very much against that before. What has your opinion changed or?
It has changed slightly. Because like when I realized the reason why salt can cause issues is because of like the imbalance with other electrolytes, right? And it's very easy to overconsume sodium in the form of salt.
Yes.
To a point where it is in balance with potassium, which affects like the osmotic gradient of the cells. But like it's not like salt on food itself is toxic, right? Because it's sodium and chloride. Those are both essential nutrients. It's just like it's very easy to overconsume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
that is-
with that. I'm not that for salt either, honestly. I haven't consumed salt for a very long time.
I think it's definitely not required. But I think it's just not the worst thing. Like it's whatever.
I actually hold the opinion of, well, it's not really related, but I hold the opinion of if you know a guy, I don't know if you remember him. His name is Diego, like Dr. Diego on TikTok, but he was banned. But he basically said that the reason that we want to consume salt nowadays is that because it's a direct cause of us stopping consuming the megafauna. Like, because when we were consuming the megafauna, we were getting these nutrients and these minerals at such a higher, in such a higher amount
Right.
that once we stopped consuming them, we needed a new source to get them, and that is why we went to find, stones which were salty to lick at, because
Okay.
the megafauna were way more nutritious than the other animals to consume. The megafauna, the very large animals, the mammoths and
mammoths, yeah.
those are what we mainly used to hunt before 100,000 years ago.
Okay.
But once we stopped, we were getting like the first wave of nutritional degeneration started even 100,000 years ago.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
is what I drink pre-surf. And you might look at this and say, man, Paul, there's a lot of products there that you sell. And yeah, that's right. That's why I built these products, because I actually use.
This is good that he's doing this before his surf, because it'll like help him use the glucose much more efficiently. Like especially being grounded in the water with the sun, will definitely mitigate a lot of the deleterious effects from that. Yeah, just help him to process it more efficiently for sure.
Them every day. I wanted to get good quality organs because it's hard to get testicle and liver sometimes. So I got Heart and Soil whole package. There was such a problem with whey protein on the market. They were all contaminated, full of artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, things that I didn't want in a whey protein. They were full of lecithin and binders and gums. I didn't want any of that stuff. So really proud of this one that we made at Heart and Soil, the grass-fed whey protein. It's definitely the highest quality whey protein we could find anywhere. And then when it comes to honey, I don't want extra pesticides in my honey. So I'm proud of our glyphosate-free raw honey at Lineage. So yeah, of course I use the products that we sell because that's why we built them. So that's my smoothie, and then it's off to surf. You can probably see here that as I'm putting stuff in the smoothie, there is a very noticeable large stainless steel coffee machine in the background. It's not my coffee machine, although if you're gonna drink coffee, the Lineage Regen Roast is hands down the best I've ever seen. It's organic, it's regenerative, it's shade grown, whatever. This coffee machine is actually my girlfriend's because she drinks coffee. So don't think I'm cheating and not telling you guys about my coffee. Nope, that's not mine, that's hers.
There's no way he actually uses the liver supplements like off camera though, right? I really doubt
I don't know, bro.
I
I
really
don't know.
doubt that he uses
I
that.
saw a video of him drinking blood, but I don't know if that's
It's very old.
just for a video.
it's very
Is it old?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that was from when he was carnivore. I don't know.
Yeah, most likely.
This may look like a lot of fruit, but I'm pretty hungry when I get back from surfing. I've been out there
Look at that. Look at this. Do you see this plate of food? It's like 200 grams of meat. And then
Yeah,
a
that
bunch
is-
of fiber and
That's
sugar.
interesting.
Like it's one thing to eat like a bit of fruit and like mostly meat, especially like what I would do if I was fully active and like, in the sun all day and I wanted some fruit,
Yeah.
like have a couple big meat meals and then have some fruit like when I'm out. But like
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like the first meal is smoothie with fruit and raw dairy. And then second meal is just like
Yeah.
a tiny portion of meat, a bunch of like a whole rock melon or something, like a whole cantaloupe. And then
Yeah.
a bunch of, it's yucca, I think, the starch there, which is interesting. I don't know why he wants that.
Yeah, bro, I don't know, bro. I mean, Paul Saladino, bro. If I had the money to live like Paul Saladino, bro, like fucking hell, bro. I would eat, bro.
Yeah.
I would have like a freshly slaughtered lamb every single day, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing, and he has the money, but he's
Yeah.
still consuming his dried up supplements.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. It's so ridiculous.
Few hours. Most of the time, the second breakfast is eaten around 10 a.m. for me. So I've been up for a while. I usually get up around 5 or 5:30. I get out to surf by 6, 6:30. I'm in the water for a couple hours. So I'm getting the calories in. And no, I don't worry about fructose or fruit causing diabetes. There's absolutely no evidence for that. In fact, there's evidence to the contrary. All sorts of fruits and fruit juices improve endothelial function, decrease oxidative stress in the human body, improve DNA repair. So I think fruit is a healthy thing when it's eaten in proportion to your activity level. I'm definitely thinking about organic cantaloupe. Glyphosate is a huge problem with pesticide. Over $11 billion in lawsuits against Bayer Monsanto, the makers of Roundup, glyphosate, that are alleging that glyphosate is connected to cancer. So I'm looking for organic food. Obviously, I would urge you guys to do the same. What you invest in your food, I think, is the biggest return on investment you can get out of
I mean,
anything.
it's good
Buying
that
higher quality food
he's
is
like, it's good that he's at least, you know, outside a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. For sure. Yeah. But I think another big problem with his diet is he's just eating multiple meals a day, like constantly raising his insulin.
Yeah.
As well as like constantly being exertive, like a lot of mechanical stress. It's going to be like chronic mTOR. That's why he ages so fast, right? Like over the last 5 years, we've seen him age so fast. It's not because, I think it's less so because he added back in sugar and more so that he's eating like small meals constantly throughout the day with sugar.
Yeah.
Which just is just signaling mTOR constantly.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say because I think that he would have been way better off if because he is active all the time, but if he was active all the time, like training at the same time as being, you know, zero carb, that would have been way better because it would still, you know, it would still signal mTOR as you say all the time, but he would have at least one part of that signaling less,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that would have been better. And also, like, personally, this is just from personal experience, being lion diet now for almost 8 months, where I literally have been zero carb, zero carb.
Yeah.
Like my performance when I compare it now, because I do wrestling. I do wrestling and I do Muay Thai.
Oh yeah.
My performance now is like, I think not even exaggerating, it's double almost double better than when I was consuming carbs, because I have
That's good.
like constant energy all the time. I genuinely have constant energy all the time. I could go for a fucking workout for 5 hours and not run out of energy.
Wow.
Because I have all the time. I'm going through my body fat.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
sugar all the time.
There's no glycogen wall when you cut out carbs for activity. Like there's no, because your muscles are fat adapted, so they're not using glycogen first. But in like non-fat adapted people, they're just burning through glycogen until they hit that wall, and then they just can't do anything anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's continue.
It costs you more, but you're supporting farmers that make higher quality things that support you and your family and your health long term. Not being healthy is the worst thing in the world. What's the point of having more money if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it? Also, carbohydrates, I've got yucca. I've been experimenting with different carbohydrate sources. So at the beginning of this video, I told you there were a couple of things in the video that were new for me. One of the things I've been experimenting with recently are starches. And a lot of them didn't work for me. The whole reason I got started on this health journey was that my eczema and asthma were problematic for me. And doing a carnivore diet originally helped reverse a lot of those things. Being keto on a carnivore diet didn't work for my body. I had electrolyte insufficiency.
Why does he think that the carnivore diet helped with his issues? It's obviously the plant matter.
Paul believes that.
He said that the carnivore diet helped with his eczema. Why does he think that? Other than him removing plant foods, like fiber,
I don't know.
carbohydrates.
Maybe he maybe
Plant
believes in the diminishing return. He maybe believes in the diminishing return shit, like Face IQ.
Diminishing return.
Have you seen his?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, he
the graph
believes that
on his
carnivore
website.
has diminishing returns.
It's restrictive. It's an elimination diet.
Felt generally horrible. In the beginning, it was great. Then it went downhill at the end. So I feel better with carbohydrates. For most of the last 4.5 years, I've eaten exclusively fruit for carbohydrates, fruit and squash. Squash is technically a fruit. There's a lot of bioindividuality in who we are as humans. We don't all react the same way to certain foods. I tend to have a very sensitive immune system, which means that I don't react well to all foods. I know I don't do well with tomatoes, for instance, which are a fruit, because they're a nightshade. white rice, I don't feel good on white rice. It makes me feel kind of foggy, a little bit bloated. And when I look at the health profile of rice, it's very hard to eliminate the arsenic, the heavy metals in rice. So then I've landed on yucca, which is easy to get here in Costa Rica. If you've never seen this root, it looks like a big brown root. Maybe it looks like a big poo. You have to prepare it in a certain way. You can't just eat yucca raw because it does have cyanide.
Did he say
cyanide
big poo?
Yeah.
But he can't be serious, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, did you see the video he did with Will Tennyson? And they were like talking about jacking off for half the video.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. He's not serious, bro. Wait, he doesn't have... I don't think he has a family, right?
No, he just has a girlfriend, apparently.
Crazy.
Compounds in the skin. So to make this yucca, I had to cut the yucca up, I had to peel the yucca, I have to boil the yucca, and then I have to pull out, there's a little spine in the middle of the yucca, a little woody spine that I have to pull out. It's a lot of work to get to this, but it's worth it for me. I've experimented, like I said, with multiple starches. I even tried sourdough, guys, and I think it's triggering to my immune system. I tried fermented oats. So I've been trying to incorporate more foods in my diet. The whole point of being healthy is to eat good foods and to feel good, but to have as varied and interesting a diet as you can possibly have. So I'm not trying to limit myself.
What's the point of being healthy? To have as varied a diet as you can. That doesn't
I don't know.
follow.
No, he doesn't elaborate. He doesn't elaborate on that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be dogmatic. I let that all go many years ago when I stopped being a strict carnivore.
Wait, he
but
also
I am trying to
uses
understand.
dogmatic. He also
yeah,
uses
dogmatic.
I'm not trying to be dogmatic.
That's
Crazy.
funny.
What works best for my body. Again, what works best for me may not work well for you, but maybe there are some of you watching who do have food sensitivities and will find value in that. So I don't think all, even single ingredient foods work for all people. Figure out what works.
It's so dumb. What works best for me won't work for you. Doesn't make
Yeah, I
sense.
thought of saying something like that, though.
It's like with a cow, grass is best for all of them. Or like clovers, you know? It's not like some will do better on soy and corn.
For you on the carbohydrate side. Maybe it's just fruit and squash. Maybe you can do potatoes. Maybe cassava is better. Maybe sweet potatoes work for you. Maybe you're not as sensitive as I am to oxalates. I've got about 5.5 ounces, maybe 6 ounces of a grass-fed skirt steak here, and I cooked it on the grill.
How many ounces?
Sensitive as I am to oxalates. I've got about 5.5 ounces, maybe 6 ounces of a
6 ounces. That's like nothing, dude. What is an ounce? Do you know what an ounce is, Alvin?
No.
Let me look it up.
How much is an ounce in grams?
28 grams. So let's
Wait.
like 6 ounces. It's less than 200 grams of meat, and that's raw. That's the raw way as well. Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
grass-fed skirt steak here, and I cooked it on the grill.
Bro, I literally, if I ate that much meat, I would be hungry in 10 minutes. Like it's like if that was the first thing I ate, I would still be hungry.
Like honestly, like from what I've seen so far, it's basically 80% plant-based.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
It is. I mean, honestly, I wanted to support Paul Saladino because the thing is, I wanted to support him in terms of his diet because the whole idea of his diet is interesting. You know, his whole idea is not bad.
yeah.
But that is like the framework itself, not what he also puts into
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Because I remember watching, for example, like 7 to 8 months ago, I remember watching a video of Face IQ when he reacted to Paul Saladino's diet, where he was like heavily critiquing him. Like, bro, he was hammering him, bro. Honestly,
yeah.
every 2 words, bro, every 2 fucking words, he was saying something bad about him. And I just thought to myself, bro, like, fucking hell, bro, like his diet is not even that bad. Like, and that was then. But and that was, I think he was consuming like maybe 30% fruit. Even then he could have consumed less. But bro, like going from that amount to this amount, like I don't know. This is like it's a whole new diet. It's not
It's a
even the same
perfect
shit.
example of what Seed Oil Bro said about it being a slippery slope. Like with the lower blood sugar, like it's a dependency for sure, and it doesn't end with like adding, you know, a set amount in, and it'll keep going further and further.
Yeah.
Some sea salt on there. When it comes to salt, I think a lot about salts. We did a whole collaboration with the ABNRF, the Animal-Based Nutrition Research Foundation, separately, where we tested heavy metals in many salts, and we were surprised to find that a lot of common, popular salts, especially popular salts in health communities, had significant amounts of heavy metals. I don't have any affiliation with Diamond Kosher or Maldon, but these salts both tested to have no significant heavy metals. So Diamond Kosher is cheap and I can get it easily. I bring big boxes to Costa Rica, so that's what's on there is a diamond kosher salt. I'm thinking about toxins in my food and trying to eliminate those as much as possible. This may not look like the most visually appealing breakfast, but man, this is a very nutrient-rich breakfast, and I'm trying to have high nutrients.
If he's trying to eliminate toxins as much as possible, he would just eliminate all plants. Like even these plants that he has are like low defense chemicals, but they still have toxins. Like they still have phytic acid, they still have oxalates and polyphenols as well. Like he's not really trying to eliminate toxins as much as possible. He's trying to push the barrier. He's trying to push the line. He's trying to toe the line with what he can eat. For sure. Which I think is a mistake.
Toxins and high digestibility. Now it's time to eat my second breakfast, and then we'll get on with the day. And next will be a little mid-afternoon snack. And I'm continuing to add up the macros for everything. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you the macros and the micronutrient breakdown for my entire day. So what do I have in the afternoon commonly? I've got something like raw Greek yogurt, and I put in some banana. I've got a duck egg yolk in there. You think it's gross, but it's actually amazing. And I put a little bit of the Lineage honey. And then if I want a little extra protein, I'll get a few of the meat sticks from Lineage. At this point of the day, some people comment, oh, you're eating a lot of sugar. Well, yes and no. Here's the deal. Processed sugar.
Not yes and no, it's yes.
Stripped naked sucrose causes dysbiosis at the level of your gut. Overgrowth, especially of gram-negative bacteria, leads to increase in something called lipopolysaccharide or endotoxin. That seeps into your bloodstream, and the resulting inflammation from increased levels of LPS can worsen. It's
not any different with natural sugar, so to speak. Like, for example, cane sugar is the same. It's the same sugar as in fruit.
Yeah.
It's like it's still gonna produce LPS.
The sugar in and of itself is exactly the same.
Yeah.
There is a difference. There is a difference whether you consume a fruit or whether you consume an actual cube of sugar. But the actual sugar in and of itself is of course the same. I don't know.
I think the only thing worth talking about is like the difference between high fructose corn syrup and like the whatever sugar, like fruit sugar, just because of the fructose to glucose ratio, something that Face IQ mentioned, which I thought was quite valid. But I think that's the most significant difference. But I don't think it definitely doesn't alleviate the entire issue with LPS in the gut and like carbohydrate dominant, carbohydrate feeding microbes proliferating.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can add fuel to the fire of metabolic dysfunction and insulin resistance. Honey doesn't do that. Fruit doesn't do that. So the bananas in here, the cantaloupe I had at breakfast, the fruit that I'll have at dinner, these do not fuel obesity. They do not fuel diabetes. They do not fuel insulin resistance.
Those are very absolute statements. They do not fuel obesity. They do not fuel diabetes. They do not fuel insulin resistance. You just can't back that up, really.
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid for him to say that.
Absolutely zero. Read my lips. Zero evidence that fruit leads to diabetes.
And
also,
the studies that he's using, like I'm just thinking for myself here. Maybe it's not, but I think that they're. I just have a feeling that they're pretty bad because.
Yeah, they are. I've gone through a lot.
People that probably were consuming, the food that the people were consuming before they started to introduce these fruits were probably worse than the fruits, and that's why the results changed.
Yeah, exactly.
You get my reasoning?
Yeah,
so
there's no control. It's like n equals 5 and over like 10 days. It's like
and
horrible.
like when was the last time that any of the participants were strictly, for example, strictly zero carb or even keto, if they were keto, and then jumped to consuming fruit and fruit juice? Like where did the endothelial function become better? Did it or did it not? Like none of these studies are made. Yeah,
they're really poor. Yeah, for sure.
There's lots of good evidence that fruit, even fruit juices, are healthy for humans. Obviously, you should eat carbohydrates.
It's not even to say like that, like throw out these studies, like throw out every study that's not like a double-blind placebo trial with identical twins done over their whole lifespan. It's just like this is not good data at all. It's like not even slightly convincing with how poorly the study's conducted. You know.
Yeah.
In proportion to your activity level, and I'm an active human. As you'll see coming up at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you all my calories. I'm consuming a lot of carbohydrates, but remember, I also surfed for 2 hours this morning, and I'm gonna get a workout this afternoon between my midday work session and my end of the day work session in the gym. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I'm gonna get a little quick workout in the gym. I might get a little work done, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what I eat for dinner. Okay, it's right about 5 p.m. I go to sleep really early in Costa Rica, so I like to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before I go to sleep. So now,
Like how much meat is that? That's like another 100 grams. It's nothing.
I think he
dude.
consumes maybe like 300 grams of meat a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish eating by around 5:30.
I mean,
Yes, I will
honestly,
probably
if we're comparing that to the recommendations of the like
It is
the
better,
standard
yeah.
American diet or whatever, I mean, it is way better, but like honestly,
Yeah,
because
but
like I don't know if you've
even
seen
like
this.
gym bros will have like 500 grams of meat sometimes a day.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen this, but in Sweden, where I live, and in Norway and Finland, like in the Nordic countries, they're pushing for 100 grams of meat a week maximum.
Wow.
That's what they're currently pushing for. So that's very interesting. Paul is a bit better than that.
Yeah, of course. I support anyone who promotes eating like a lot of meat,
Yeah.
or like supports eating red meat in general, as a staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in bed by 8:30 tonight because I get up around 5 a.m. or 5:30 to go surf. So what do I have here for dinner? I've got some grass-fed ground beef from the same local farm. Steak is amazing, but eating steak every day, even I don't want to do that. I want to get some, mix it up, and it's nice to have something that's a cheaper option. So we got grass-fed ground beef here. I've got a little bit of the same lineage honey on it, and I've got some salt. Meat is an incredible source of nutrients, guys, and I want to say something here. I believe that red meat,
Meat is
grass-fed,
the incredible source of nutrients. Well, it's not incredible. It's the source of nutrients. He needs to say that.
ruminant animals, cows, bison, elk, antelope, deer. These are the single best source, the cleanest source of protein for humans on the planet today, hands down, period T, end of story, full stop. So one of the reasons I like whey protein is it's very high in an amino acid called leucine. I think that a lot of people, men, but especially women, are leaving muscle growth, leanness, higher metabolism, ease of weight loss on the table by not getting enough leucine throughout the day. What am I talking about? If you hit the leucine threshold, for most people it's about 2.5 grams of leucine, in a meal, you stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Even without lifting weights, you can stimulate muscle protein synthesis by getting enough leucine, by eclipsing the leucine threshold. Conversely, I think there's a big problem for a lot of people, men and women, that a lot of us are not eclipsing the leucine threshold on a daily basis at a single meal. At multiple meals a day, I'm thinking about stacking my protein throughout the day so that I'm getting 2.5 grams of leucine. 30 grams of whey protein gives you 2.5 grams of leucine. As you'll see with my breakfast, I'm gonna have enough protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. And at dinner, I'll have enough protein, enough leucine containing animal proteins to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So if you want to have an easier time losing weight, gaining muscle,
I'm
or
pretty
keeping
sure that 100 grams of meat, red meat, has 2.5 grams of leucine. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me double check that.
I'm not sure either. I think it's not necessary to think about leucine in that way. It's not necessary to think about any amino acid in that way. The only time that the only way that when it's necessary to think about it is when you do a diet similar to Paul Saladino's diet, where you won't get that amount from the food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, he's just doing it for his whey protein, yeah, but still, it's like, you know, like he gets that every meal still. 2.5 grams, that's easy. I get 25 grams of leucine a meal, so.
keeping muscle, make sure you're eclipsing the leucine threshold multiple times a day. My mother is 75 years old, right? How many times a day does my mother get 2.5 grams of leucine in a meal? Very rarely. So ladies, I'm talking to you. If you want leanness, if you want some musculature, you won't look like a bodybuilder, if you want ease of weight loss, make sure you're getting at least one meal a day where you're getting enough animal protein, 30 to 40 to 50 grams of animal protein, or whey protein, which is very high in leucine, to eclipse the leucine threshold to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. If you're missing that, you're missing a big piece of this. Got a little bit of liver here. I love eating some organs. You don't have to eat a ton. The hard and soilable package I have at breakfast helps. And I got a little bit of raw liver. It's like an ounce. I'll do it a few nights a week to get the extra organ multivitamin. Got a glass of raw milk from a local farm. I've been to the farm that makes this raw milk. I've seen the cows. I've seen the goats. And I know that it's all clean, which is amazing. Back here, I've got some yuca. I'm doing it twice a day now because I feel better with the calories.
You can
got some grass-fed butter on.
you can clearly see that Paul has the ability to get high quality stuff. Like he just said that he's been to a farm where he sees the animals himself.
Yeah.
So he clearly has the ability to get high quality stuff. But I don't know, like, why would he choose to promote something that he intrinsically probably knows is worse?
Like the supplements or the plant-based?
Yeah, I genuinely think that Paul knows that what he's doing is not the best,
Yeah.
but like for health, but I think he's just trying to reach out and become in general more inclusive. I think that's what
Potentially.
he's trying to do.
Yeah, because when he was selling his carnivore book, it was like he had a small audience of carnivores to sell to, but selling like
Yeah,
organ supplements and whey protein is way easier if you
yeah,
have like a broad audience that doesn't think you're
yeah,
a
exactly.
dogmatist,
Yeah.
to put it simply. Yeah.
I've got some watermelon here for some fruit at dinner, which is going to be refreshing at the end of a hot day in Costa Rica. And then I've got some asparagus. Yeah, asparagus. I bet you guys didn't expect to see anything green on my plate, but like I said earlier in the video, I've been experimenting with a few new foods, and I feel pretty decent with asparagus. It's nice to get some variety, different flavors, and so I'm open.
What's the point of the asparagus though? Like it's not very high carbohydrate. It's like mostly just fiber and a lot of plant toxins. Like it has, as far as I know, it's quite high in sulforaphane, which could be an issue.
To incorporating a few vegetables, I guess technically yucca is a vegetable as well, into my diet as long as I feel good with them. This is what I've got for dinner tonight. So at the beginning of this video,
Dude,
I promised
he
you.
put honey on everything. He literally put it on the beef and on the yuca as well. Like he just can't eat without honey. It's like it's retarded, bro. What the hell?
That at the end of this day of eating, I would show you my macros, my calories, and my micronutrients. Let's get into the calories, the macros, and the micronutrients. I got 3,177 calories. So I'm not gaining weight. I stay right around 10% body fat, so clearly
it's not
I'm burning that. Now, I do have a lot of activity, but I also think that the goal here is to be
Maintain body
metabolically healthy
composition
and to
at all.
have a high basal metabolism. You really don't lose weight out exercising your bad food. You lose weight improving your metabolic health at baseline and by having a higher basal metabolism. You can see here, in this day, I actually had a little more protein than usual. I had 195 grams of protein. I had 320 grams of carbohydrates from the yucca, from the honey, from the fruit, and I had 118 grams of fat. So what's the breakdown? Here are the macros. 25% protein, 42% carbohydrates, and 33% fat. Now,
It's very close to Face IQ's recommendations, actually. To put that into perspective, like this is the kind of diet that he's recommending right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
like I said, I'm eating a lot more carbohydrates now because I'm very active. But as I show in my blood work video, which I've released every 6 months to a year for the last few years, I'll put a link to the most recent one below. Very insulin sensitive. My fasting insulin is 3.1. My fasting glucose is 69. So I'm very insulin sensitive, even with 320 grams of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates do not make you obese. They do not make you diabetic. They do not do any of those things. So it's all healthy. And then I'll go over this in more detail in the chronometer video breakdown, but you can see the micronutrients here. Basically, everything is green. There are a few little wrinkles with chronometer that I'll point out in more detail in the future. Chronometer is not good at estimating vitamin E or vitamin K, but everything else is green here in the micronutrients of the day, which you would expect since I'm eating single ingredient foods and foods with label that your great grandmother recognized all these.
For the app. Yeah. Okay. Didn't even realize.
Wait, let's just stop with this. Let's go look at his other, when he used to be carnivore.
Just like a day of eating. It was on carnivore.
Do you think that we can find that? Do you think that we can find that? Wait.
Yeah, I'll just go on his channel and find it right now.
He used to be named Carnivore MD.
Yeah, it's the same channel though. I'll just look up Paul Saladino carnivore day of eating. What carnivore MD eats in a day? 5 years ago. Paul Saladino.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
Alright, let me also start.
Welcome to my kitchen. This is what Carnivore MD eats in a day. It's breakfast time. So these are the meats I eat. For me, I'm 175 pounds right now. Ballpark, I'm gonna eat about 175 grams.
Oops. Alright, I'll send you the link if you want it. If you couldn't find it.
Protein a day. So that's gonna be between 1.5 and 2 pounds of meat per day. We've got
Send you the
the
link if you couldn't find it.
Yeah, I found it.
grass-finished ribeye here. This is a Wagyu steak from New Zealand. You can see the fat is kind of orange. They're eating a lot of carotenoids from the grass.
Just
It's a more expensive
genuinely,
option.
just already from looking at this, he looks way better here.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he looks
He
in a
looks
way
10 years
leaner.
younger.
Yeah, like he looks in a way leaner, but it's better. Like he's probably leaner now, but like the way I don't know, this sounds really weird, but the way he's lean is better. Do you know how I mean?
Yeah. No, Paul's skin now is like super wrinkly and saggy.
Yeah,
and shit. It looks
exactly.
terrible.
His skin is way better.
And if you want less expensive types of meat, I like chuck roast. This is a Wagyu
Like this is
Chopped
not
meats
enough
from New
fat,
Zealand. It's grass-fed,
sure.
grass-finished. When I'm
If
eating
that's what he
leaner
eats.
meats like this,
Yeah.
I'm going to eat fat with it. Honey has been in my diet recently as well. I've been playing around with carbohydrates. When you are thinking about honey,
never
Oh,
thought.
he's
wait.
got honey. He's already got honey in his diet here.
Wait, is he eating honey?
Yeah, it says honey. He said honey at 49 seconds. I'll try to find another one.
Yeah, he says he's playing around with carbohydrates.
Yeah. Need another one from 5 years ago.
The Carnivore Code, that was his book. Mm.
I'll put.
Maybe he doesn't have a video that's even older than that.
Maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it actually. Let's look at some of his
Yeah.
reels, maybe. Like some of his, maybe on his shorts, he'll have some.
Yeah, he's older, like his older shorts.
Yeah, I'll go to like oldest shorts and then see what that is.
Yep. Wait, I found one.
plants do not
Oh,
exist
wait,
to feed
no,
humans.
it's
Plants have their
animal-based
own
video.
agenda. This is
This is just, oh yeah, animal based. Yeah.
plants do not exist to
Nah,
feed
he
humans.
didn't even-
Plants have their own agenda.
Yeah, we can't even see what he was eating. What about Instagram? You guys are just seeing my Instagram right now.
Wait, in his, I just saw this video. He eats like here in this video at least, his oldest short. He says that he eats 2 pounds of meat, which is how much? Like 600 grams or how much?
Like 900 kilos, 900 grams. 2 pound. A kilo is 2.2. Yeah, so it's like 900 grams of meat.
Oh, this is 900. Yeah, he says that he eats 2 pounds of meat, and then he had like 5 ounces of organs as well or something. I mean, yeah, back then, even when he was animal based, he used to eat way more meat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was way better. It's like he doesn't even like talk about how he's consistently like adding in more and more carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Non-stop. He just says like, I feel better with carbohydrates in my diet. But it gets to a point where it's like he'll keep doing this and he'll eventually realize like my diet is completely plant-based. And then he'll be like he'll be like fruitarian or something, and then he'll just end up in the hospital and be like, wow, okay, I need to like fix it up, you know?
Yeah, and then he'll probably go carnivore again.
Yeah, his autoimmune will come back, and then he'll be like, no, I can't live without carbohydrates, and he'll just like have a wake up call, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to scroll for a year to find his old carnivore Instagram reels. Anyway. Okay. Let me just check what the stream is. What's happening on the stream real quick.
Yeah, I haven't checked that either. Wait.
We got 75 people.
Why didn't we, we should have been more engaging with the chat.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. We can do that now. Someone said search including before 2021 yeah, well, I don't know what this is, but let me try this.
Wait, didn't you say earlier that Face IQ was in the chat? I don't see him anywhere.
Yeah, he was before.
Oh, he was.
So chat, if I put like this, if I just copy this after what I want, it does that. Oh yeah, what the hell? That's good. 5 months into the carnivore diet. He's not talking about what he eats in that though. Yeah, there's not like a full day of eating. Oh, here we go. Wait, full day of eating Like Paul Saladino, what does Dr. Saladino eat in a day? Oh,
Someone
they're
saying
just showing.
Face IQ was in chat and Eddie reacted on his stream. What do you mean?
Eddie was watching.
Eddie. Yeah, exactly. Was Eddie watching this stream?
Don't know. Someone said he looks bloated from the front, even though he's lean. Raw meat didn't give him good bones. Oh, what the hell?
Who,
Who is
he's
this
talking
person?
about you or
You're talking
what?
about me? I'm not lean. I'm like 17% body fat, bro. I'm not that lean.
Bro, you need to go zero carb, bro. Once you go zero carb, bro, you'll become lean like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go to the gym today. I'm gonna put on muscle. Then I'll get lean quickly. I don't feel the need to go zero carb right now, but I'll try.
It will be
eventually.
hard though. Like honestly, it will be hard. Like I remember when I quit milk, bro. It was hard. It was difficult.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a big milk addict for sure. Yes, Eddie was watching for a bit because his chat told him that Face IQ was in your chat making fun of him. That's funny.
Really? That's crazy.
Gym holy stress, yeah. Well, it actually like lowers like the stress after you adapt to it. Because it's, you're adapting your body to stress and then it's lower. It's like the stress response, like the distress that your body is in while you do the same thing is lower. Like even if you're like walking around carrying things, it's lower. So it actually lowers chronic cortisol levels. Enzo Health, probably one of the best, yeah. He's just quite vague about his opinion. Like he's not very strong about his beliefs, but he definitely has good takes, I reckon.
Enzo Health.
Yeah.
He's interesting.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I want to meet him. Hopefully I can go to Locked In this year. And we'll hang out.
Do you really want to go there?
Yeah, I do actually. I think it would be pretty fun.
Bro, Santa Cruz he's gonna make you into a Goislapian, bro. He's
No.
gonna force feed you.
It's gonna be like what is it, like you pair up with a health influencer. If he gets me on, he'll like pair some other nigga with me to help, so I can help him lock in. And I think it's good because it'll be good because Enzo and I will give like unique opinions on health that a lot of people in his audience haven't heard before.
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't have
that's
good bone
good.
mass because he is low carb. That is the most low IQ take I've ever heard. Wow.
That was interesting.
Like, it's basically, facial structure is like almost completely determined by age 5. And then you can get some like zygomatic growth, some mandibular growth in puberty. But carbs aren't gonna help with that. Because in ketosis, your growth hormone's higher. What happened with Godis? Why don't you like him anymore? Did he sign you in DMs? No, he's never DM'd me. He's just boring. His content's boring. That's all. It's so repetitive.
Yeah,
He's
I
just
mean,
a parrot.
Goldis. I mean, no, I don't think he's a parrot. He's just doing whatever like he wants to do. Like honestly, he doesn't give a shit about anyone. He just does what
True.
he wants.
No, you're right. Yeah. You're basically done developing by 15. Well, your maxilla is done developing by 15, if that's what you mean. Also, I'm like sitting down in like natural lighting right now. Not like if I, do you guys want me to sit like, this? Like, I'm not gonna do that, right? That's dumb. I'm also talking, like I have my mouth open for most of the time. That's why I look bloated. And my head is like sinking into my neck. Me and Enzo are planning a trip to El Salvador coming fall in the United States. You're free to join if you'd like. We're both extending invitations to those we think are chill. Or EJ. Yeah, bro, I'd be down. In the fall for United States, so that's like in 6 months or something. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll come. You looked good in your very first short. Were you leaner then? I was leaner then, actually. I was less healthy though. I'll get lean again though. It was just for a few weeks I was kind of inside a lot because, dude, this Indian.
Wait, Marcus, what do you think about the new Addict?
I like his content. I just think his. I don't know. He's a nice guy for sure. I've talked to him in DMs.
I remember when, like, the first time when he actually started to become, when he started to make videos on, you know, the primal and everything. He made a video on salt, which I remember. Like, he's good at arguing, though. I'm not gonna lie. He knows what he's saying most of the time. But the diet he promotes is, I don't
It's
know,
bad, yeah.
the normal diet,
That's like
whatever that means.
hella dogmatic for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just saying normal diet
The
is
normal
dogmatic.
diet.
Like with his own view of what dogma is.
Exactly, like, bro, he calls his own opinion the normal diet. That's gotta be the most dogmatic thing I've ever heard, bro.
Exactly.
Yo, what's up, Julian? Julian is some random nigga I'd made mod one day because people were spamming the peptide screenshot. So I just made him mod. I don't even
What
need
do you
mods
mean?
in here. Like in my chat, like mod, like stream mod.
Yeah. Julian. Wait, who is Julian? Is it this guy on TikTok?
I don't know. He doesn't post,
Or
but
is it
it's
just
in
a
my
random
chat.
as
Just a
Julian?
random in my chat.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a TikTok guy whose
No.
name was Julian.
Guys, what kind of TikTok videos do you want to see? Because I actually need to post on Instagram today.
Yeah, bro. Like, do you want to react to some more videos, or should we call it?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do some more TikToks. That's actually why I put
Okay.
my webcam like that, so I could find TikToks to react to without people seeing it. Is anti-diet the new addict? Let's watch the new addict videos.
Wait, let me just get a charger real quick.
All right. The truth is, a truly healthy human should be metabolically flexible between both fats and glucose, able to metabolize both, not just one.
All right, yo, send the video.
Yeah. This is kind of.
Wait.
It's like the same thing.
What is it?
There's not even a reason to review this, really.
What did you say? Wait, let me read
Colin.
this.
Wait,
The truth is, a truly healthy human should be able to metabolize. Oh, this is his only. This is
wait,
our
go
other
follow
argument.
my boy Colin. Right here, Colin Rummel. Alright. Oh, he's just, yeah, no. I just realized Nicodem is spamming the word metabolic flexibility. He's never even
Mm.
described what it means though. Or like
Yeah.
but like how to achieve it. He doesn't.
But wait, let me just like Nicodem. What did he do? Like because I remember when we like he before was carnivore, right? And or when did he even start the carnivore day? When did he become zero carb? How long ago was that?
He didn't even tell me. He hasn't
He
said.
just became carnivore.
He did it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, like for example, uh, 5 months ago he was still eating carbs, or
I don't know what his diet was. He didn't tell me like when he changed it.
oh, okay. I mean, that makes me assume that he did it overnight.
Yeah, I think he did.
That makes me, yeah. And of course, like going overnight from, like, I don't know, bro. Like a person who goes overnight, like if I were to go overnight right now from zero carb to 300 grams of carbs, I would probably, like, it would be even more disastrous effects than going from full carb to, you know, zero carb in one
Yeah.
day. Like probably if I were to eat like right now, if I were to eat a whole ass pineapple with drizzled honey on top, I would probably puke. Like I would probably puke it all out because my body is that like I'm not used to it.
Yeah, I mean, you would you probably would get like a lot of acid reflux, which would come up for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like but if I were to slowly introduce like if I ate 1 teaspoon of honey today and then 2 teaspoons tomorrow and then like a handful of grapes the next like in 3 days and then slowly introduce more and more, then of course I wouldn't feel much. Like I would still feel something probably, but like not as much. That is the same with carnivore. That is the same with zero carb. You need to slowly stop introducing it. And that is exactly how it works in nature as well. Because as the days go on and as the nights become longer, as the days become shorter, the more fruit become too ripe. And the more ripe the fruit become, they will slowly and slowly also fall and then they will become moldy. You would probably
Yeah.
consume some moldy fruits in nature and then just slowly stop consuming them.
Yeah.
No one goes from 500 carbs a day to zero carb in another day. Like that
Yeah.
just doesn't happen.
That's right. Do we want to look at some of the new addicts videos? Give some opinions.
Sure, if you want.
Okay. Someone commented, if you're truly anti-dogmatic, change your name to A New Addict and call it A Normal Diet.
Wait, who comment on the live or?
No, on the New Addicts video. It was Dutch Carnivore commented that.
That was very smart. Nah, man.
Yeah.
How the fuck how the fuck did we not think of that? Fucking.
Alright, let's watch this.
Normal diet. Ending diet dogma, but at the end of the day, we all know.
We all know.
All roads lead back to the normal
normal diet. That is so stupid.
Wait, he
bro.
said if carnivore is not the optimal diet for humans, explain the Inuit, and then he like makes a sarcasm out of it.
are so pathetic because, but at the end of the day, we all know.
Yeah.
All roads
Oh,
lead back to
that's
the normal diet.
fucking retarded.
Ending
Bro,
diet dogma
like
isn't about
the
complaining
carnivore
that the diet is too
framework, the
strict.
whole carnivore
It's about
framework
ending
is
the
not
idolization
something that
of
is called a
authorities
diet.
and
That is
choosing a
something
diet
that
that's
is
tailored
called
to you because nobody's diet is going to be
what
the
we're
same.
what we're
Obviously,
adapted
my
to,
viewpoint
what we're
emphasizing environment.
made to consume.
So Eat Your Health did a
Like,
really good
yeah.
job summarizing
Carnivore
this.
isn't
Check out
a
this video,
strict
there's a lot that it
terminology.
covers there.
Carnivore is just.
And I knew that if this would
if
take
you're-
off,
I
dogmatists
think
would start
the
calling the
strictest
anti-dogma
version
label
of a
cult or the
carnivore
true
is that
dogmatists.
you consume
I've been
80%
preparing
of
for this
your
for
mass
years.
at least from animal foods, and I think it's 70, maybe it's even 70, but that is what a carnivore does. A hyper carnivore, that is what a hyper
You
carnivore
mean
does,
like
and that is what
what's
humans
found
are.
in like anthropological, like the isotopic analysis?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 80 and
yeah,
above. It's like 80 to 100.
exactly, exactly. So I don't know. Inuit, they are carnivore. The Maasai are carnivore. The
Hmm.
Hadza, they're carnivore. Even though the Hadza consume honey, they're carnivore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's trying to say.
I've looked at how diet dogma works. I've looked at the mental models and why people adopt them.
Oh shit.
So I'm completely
actually
prepared
got
for
like a
anything that will
10
come.
right now.
I'm 7
My
steps ahead
biceps.
on this.
It's good.
E.G. Health said it well, primals are the worst offenders. Right now at least. They are the most obnoxious and holier than thou. But trust me, carnism will come to an end. Veganism will make a comeback. That, of course, will also fail. A few years later, some new version of low carb will turn its head, and people will stay stuck in these ridiculous loops. Many people will get
How is low carb a
Though I do
ridiculous
want
loop?
to say, I do want to say that I agree with one thing, and that is that like most of these primal guys are becoming like very weird. Like
Yeah, I agree.
honestly, bro, like they're probably like most of these primal guys on TikTok, they probably have like fucking 8 hours of screen time just chilling on TikTok all day and then eating primal or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
it
most
literally
of them are
is.
LARPers.
Yeah, exactly. It literally is like that, and um, yeah, they have, like he said, it's like the holier than thou thing, which is really
Yeah,
evident with all these primals,
yeah,
because of
and
Godus like really emphasizing how much your life changes from raw meat. It kind of makes it a bit weird.
yeah, Goat is really, really like exaggerates on that.
Yeah.
Like honestly, though, I mean he's correct, but he does exaggerate. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
into dieting.
yeah,
Well,
the people
it
that I
makes him
think
like a leader, like an author authority kind
yeah,
of when he does that.
yeah, but the people that I dislike the most, like I think it's a tough battle between the people that strictly adhere to Goatus and the people that strictly adhere to Augenis. I don't like the people like I don't like either of them.
Yeah,
That
me
strictly
too.
adhere to like honestly, I would respect the people that strictly adhere to Augenis more
Mm.
in a sense that Augenis at least was there doing his own stuff, you know,
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
his own laboratory research, he did his own like thing, you know, he actually worked with a lot of clients, he actually
yeah,
did things in the real world. Everything that Godus has done has been through a screen,
yeah,
and now he doesn't even do that anymore. He
yeah.
doesn't even look at studies, which he used to do. He used to go through studies. He used to show
Mm-hmm.
them. He used to show them on his videos and everything. But now he
Yeah,
doesn't even do that anymore.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
that's right. But with the Argentine thing, there's actually people who've gotten like heavy metal poisoning because he told them to eat a lot of fish, like a lot of swordfish and such, and he was like, "No, the heavy metals, they're natural. You can't get toxicity from it, but they do." I
yeah,
think.
that's not smart. That's not.
Yeah.
But
Get
wait, has
stuck
that
in
actually
diet.
happened though?
Yeah, the new addict actually told me that. Like, he's seen that happen. I've seen stories
Really?
that clients of Argenis have said about that.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, the mercury stuff is. I think that the issue with Argenis is honestly that he either didn't have time to research other aspects of health because he was very strict on only researching diet. Because if you were to just take his eyes off that and start researching how the sun affects you, how light affects you, how other things affect you, I think that he would have changed his opinion on many things.
Mm.
I think that the people that got mercury poisoning or whatever, they probably wouldn't have gotten the mercury poisoning if they would have just been more in the sun, because of how mercury reacts with a person having a tan versus a person not having a tan.
Is
And
it actually different?
it is a difference. And I think I don't exactly remember what it was, because I remember researching this a while ago, but I know that Jack Cruz spoke about this and Excellent Health spoke about this, because it's something about UV, like fucking, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it was. I made a TikTok video about it, and I know that Jack Cruz spoke about it. But you basically you can eat more things with mercury and not get as affected if you have a good tan.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Dogma.
So yeah, that is
Sometimes for
Argenis'
decades,
flaw.
or for
But
the rest of
but
their
the thing
lives,
is that
because they
he
don't
died early,
recognize what
so
it is.
if he would have
If
just
this is going to
lived
play
more,
out the way that
he would have
probably would've
probably
changed.
realized these things.
Yeah.
I expected, the only people who will call anti-diet dogma a cult will be the most obvious diet cultists. And I will tell you why. Because dogmatists deep down know that they are dogmatic. This guy is a goddess fan. There are two reasons that you'd say this. One, you're projecting. Two, you know that this message is going to be the biggest threat to your worldview. Not all, but many who go on these diets have created an entire moral framework around it, and how you should treat and dismiss other people based on what they eat. People have removed themselves from friends and family, destroyed relations with dear ones over some belief of which are and aren't the acceptable foods. They chose a life of solitude to
Yeah,
be
that's dumb.
optimal. You can't eat meat. You're a bad person if you do. If you eat grains, like everyone, you are a peasant. I don't associate with peasants.
Wait, if you eat grains like everyone, or who is everyone?
I think just like the mass population. Like, but yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, but-
retarded still.
You tell me anti-dogma is a cult? I can get along with anyone. I have very open-minded, respectful conversations with carnivores. My diet is not a part of my personality or deeper identity.
I'm the same. I literally don't care.
Yeah, that is actually something that I also agree with. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like for example, if I speak to people in real life, I never tell them that I'm on a diet or whatever. Like, only if they like actually ask or anything, you know.
Yeah.
If like for example, they give me a like if they give me a candy or something, they tell me, "Hey, bro, take," or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I won't tell them I'm on a diet. I will just say, "No, I don't
Yeah,
want.
me too.
I don't want to." You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. I think that's weird. Like, yeah, a lot of people kind of project it and like they try to get shock value out of people from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like I don't know, I have a weird like thought, like how would go this how would go this answer if someone was trying to give him candy, like a normal person, like a
What? This doesn't fucking exist in nature.
I don't know, most neurodivergent shit ever.
Yeah, but
That's part of the difference in what is truly anti-dogma. You are going to have to stop thinking from these absolutist frameworks. This is truth, as if you could comprehend truth. No one can. Doesn't matter if you go by mechanisms, anthropology, adaptations. I've gone through all of it. Nothing will give you the whole truth.
Wait.
People come up.
Anthropology can't go through, it can't give truth, or what did he say? Bro, then what is no, like this is so retarded, bro. What the fuck? He just said that anthropology studies mechanisms can't give truth. Then what gives truth? Like, how do you know if none of these give truth? Then
it's
how
just
do you
all
know?
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, then everything is opinion based. Like, I can say I love a Big Mac. It tastes fucking delicious. That's why it's good for me. And you
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
go against that.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
yeah, what the hell?
how do you decipher whether McDonald's fries are bad for you or good for you? How do you decipher whether a hot dog is good for you? How do you know that?
Yeah.
If it's not based on what we're meant to eat, or what we should eat or what is good for us, whatever.
Or how it
Like,
affects
I
your
don't know,
body,
this
like
guy is
like
fucking-
each chemical affects your body, and yeah.
yeah, bro. Bro, these anti-diet dogma, the anti-diet dogma cult, bro. They're all so retarded, bro. Like, oh my days.
Yeah.
On here and say this is the human species specific diet because we ate that before agriculture or some other reason. Everyone should do this diet, otherwise you go against nature or spirituality. You see people going on your diet and not everyone who tries it is doing well. Some people
It's not even about going against nature as in like a religion kind of thing, like Godus emphasizes. It's like going against your own nature, like what your biology is adapted to. It's going against yourself. It's not like going against some mystical force, which is nature. It's just like, you know?
Yeah.
people might improve some of their conditions, but others get worse on this advice. Frost said it too. If you are intellectually honest, that alone should make you rethink what these absolutist frameworks really mean. If I tell someone they can eat starch and they develop problems or existing problems get worse, which absolutely can happen, I'll tell them, okay, don't eat starch then. Let's first fix your problem. Let's see if we can. But if you're
One thing that this guy talks about in DMs with me is a bit weird, that I think. I respect that he's told me if people have problems with carbohydrates, he'll tell them to remove it. But then he'll kind of, the goal will be to like make them be able to tolerate it for some reason. Just, it's like
that is-
because even though it causes their issues and it makes them worse, we have to fix something on the back end to make them able to eat starch, as if people should eat starch for whatever reason, right? It begs the question, why should you eat starch in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
dogmatic.
his reasoning is probably to just fit in more. Like, I think that's genuinely his reason.
Yeah,
To
it
be
could
able
be.
to fit into society.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You're not gonna do that. No, this specific diet, this framework has to work. It's natural after all. It's optimal. Oh, you get sick from eating raw egg whites?
No, it's like the opposite, bro. He's the one thinking that it has to work with starch, because he's trying to get them be able to tolerate it in the end, when you could just eat the diet that everybody tolerates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, for example, I can't handle raw egg whites. They shut down my digestion. There would be people in the primal community who would say to me, oh, you're detoxing. It's actually a good thing. Oh, you're a pussy if you don't eat the egg whites raw. And you want to call what I do a cult? Really now?
I do agree that he's a pussy if he doesn't eat egg whites raw.
Bro, why?
Who the fuck separates egg, bro? Who the fuck separates egg whites with egg yolks, bro?
I don't even eat eggs, dude. I don't even like it.
No, bro, I'm joking. No, but honestly, bro, there's no real reason to separate them. Like,
Bro,
except for
the protease inhibitors though, it's like it
the
interrupts
protease
digestion.
inhibitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overstatin,
I made
overglucose.
I made a response to that. I've made a response to that.
Yeah, I remember.
Basically, the protease inhibitors are way too low in concentration to make any significant difference, and also they are like when they did a study on the protease inhibitors and there's another form of inhibitors which I don't remember the name in egg whites. When they actually did a study testing that in I don't think it was hydrochloric acid, but a similar acid, they were pretty much within 10 to 20 minutes destroyed, all of the inhibitors. And that is something that I don't want to say it, but Augenis also uses that argument. But it is actually I've not seen any argument against that whatsoever. Like I've not seen anything. Like most of these, even Avidin, I saw another study with even Avidin that avidin gets destroyed in the stomach acid as well within 10 to 20 minutes. And that is even, you know that avidin uh, binds 4 times
Yeah.
more. So, like, even then, you know that avidin gets destroyed in the stomach acid within 10 to 20 minutes. But I mean, if people want to still, if people get like stomach issues or whatever, like they just don't like it, then I mean, take it away. I can't say anything about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the egg whites don't have any issues in and of themselves in that, except for one thing. Except for one thing that I actually haven't talked about. Egg whites can be high in deuterium, actually. That is
Right.
one thing that is
Okay.
bad with egg whites.
Why do you think
And
then
I don't know
that
if
in
you.
studies testing the digestibility of raw versus cooked egg whites, it's like 50% of cooked, the raw digestion, if not for the
The,
protease
mm,
inhibitors?
that is a good question. That is a good question. I haven't looked, like, the thing is, I haven't looked at those studies, but when I look at them, I will give you an answer because I don't know. I don't have an answer right
Right,
now.
okay.
But I do know that it's probably not because of that reason.
Mm,
Probably not.
okay.
Probably not. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
I've
say.
also worked with people, they see, this is really disgusting, but they notice like they have undigested meat in their stool when they eat it with egg whites,
Mm,
which I think
okay.
is probably, I wouldn't expect it to be that significant, but they also just get like a lot of um, like uncomfortability and like
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. But just think of it this way as well, bro. Like, if you have, like, the only thing in the entire planet that doesn't have anti-nutrients or anything else
Mm.
is the actual and muscle and organs and fat of an animal.
Yeah,
Milk has anti-nutrients,
yeah,
egg whites have anti-nutrients,
yeah,
even egg yolk, even the yolk has some anti-nutrients.
yeah. Yeah, I know.
So, like, everything is gonna have some form of anti-nutrient. So that just doesn't mean that it's bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't mean that it will give people issues necessarily, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And like some people, for example, one person might have like a higher pH value in the stomach. Like they might have 3.0 for some reason because they've been fucked up from birth.
Mm.
And then when they eat egg whites, like their body just can't
Yeah.
break down
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then they might have fucking shit. Their shit might be have some meat in it. Like I don't know. That's something I can think of.
Yeah. All right. Bro, low key, my laptop's about to die and I don't have a plug out here. So
Yeah,
we should end the stream in a
we've
couple
been talking
minutes.
for a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should end it.
Let's just read the chat for like a couple minutes first. Let's see. He's basically saying science doesn't prove shit, which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Wait, who
The new addict, I guess.
is he in the chat?
No, someone said that about him, but it was like D Moon
Oh,
IC. It's like a bit up.
okay.
Am I 17 now? Or, no, in a few weeks.
Shit, bro, you don't even have the driver's license.
No, it's kind of cooked.
Crazy.
People are talking about flat Earth in here. Explain. Oh yeah, people are just literally just talking about flat Earth. If you got rug pulled by Face IQ swapping his diet, you need to realize just how shallow his understanding actually is. It's just parroting, and of course he's a child, no time to accrue knowledge. I would, I would ask you, what makes you credible to say that he doesn't understand anything, that he has a shallow understanding? Because from speaking with him, I don't believe his understanding is shallow at all, even though I disagree with him.
Wait, let me also go into the chat. Also. Some nigga said, Rothar, don't ever speak again.
What?
Or who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Wait, can we say the N word in this live or will it get banned?
I've never gotten a warning for saying the N-word.
What?
I've never gotten a warning for saying the N-word. Yo, Julian,
Okay.
can you ban everyone talking about high school, please? Thank you.
Why?
They're leaking my school, bro. Or my old school.
Ah,
It doesn't matter. It's
shit.
just like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't really
I
care
get
that
it, I
much.
get it.
Because I don't go there anymore.
You've dropped out of school, right?
Yeah.
Shit, man, bro. I wish I could.
Yeah, it's better,
Fuck,
bro.
man.
It's better.
Way more chill.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're so young, bro. You're 2009, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. Wait, someone said ask Rothard about raw versus cooked collagen and collagenous cuts. Piss. Oh, piss? Or wait, does it say please? Oh, okay. I think that raw versus cooked collagen is bullshit. I think that excellent health is completely wrong about that. Um, and I think that anyone who believes that is no, I can't say that, but I think that you shouldn't believe that. You should do your own research on that because um, when you actually go and look into the raw versus cooked collagen stuff, most studies that I've seen, they don't actually prove anything. Like every single study that I've seen that says cooked collagen, most people when they mean cooked collagen, they mean like these broths, these meat broths or whatever, that they somehow make the glycine content more bioavailable. The whole idea behind that is fallacious because the amount of glycine won't increase, first of all. The
Yeah.
bioavailability won't increase either. No study that has actually proved that in any way. Because every single that is fallacious. That form of reasoning is fallacious in and of itself. To think that you would have to alter something so that it becomes more bioavailable in a form that humans have not been consuming it for the past 5 million years. Like, you can't make something. That's like saying if I were to take something that is perfectly suited for my speciation and pour shit on it, then that would become more bioavailable somehow. It doesn't make sense, and the studies don't show that.
Right.
And also for glycine, you don't need to cook anything to get glycine. You can just eat chicken skin raw. I mean, it's a bit hard to chew, but it doesn't matter. You can eat heart. Heart has a 3-to-1 glycine ratio, glycine to methionine ratio. So that's very good. And just eating in general, nose to tail, eating the animal nose to tail will give you a good ratio of glycine to methionine. And also, I want to say one thing: the people that make these broths with chicken skin and with oxtail and all of these other things, the ratio of glycine to methionine is extremely contraindicated. It's extremely contraindicated. It's basically a 25-to-1 ratio. Glycine shouldn't be 25 times higher than
With the broths.
methionine.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yo, thanks for the $5
yeah, but that's basically.
Project Bat. Remember when everyone knew that sugar made you eat more before the carnivore diet was a thing? Now people say it's because you went without sugar. I don't know
Wait,
what you mean.
what did you say?
I don't know what you mean by that. Someone left a donor saying,
Remember when everyone knew that sugar made you eat more before the carnivore diet was a thing? Now people say it's because you went without sugar. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I don't really
Wait,
know.
EJ Health said something.
The argument isn't
The
about
argument isn't
making more
about.
bioavailable in the sense you're saying it becomes more accessible, seeing as cooked is easier to consume. I agree, like with chicken skin, if it's hard to eat,
Yeah.
But chicken skin is like an exception kind of because you can eat that. But with something like beef or pork skin, you literally can't eat that raw. So if you were
Yeah.
to cook that, that's a way that humans could get more out of the animal. You know, it's not. I think that
Yeah, I mean,
you're pouring shit analogy is not very analogous to it.
the thing is,
Obviously, that was a joke, but yeah.
chicken skin and all of these other things can be eaten. Uh, I don't know. I don't think the whole way of thinking that you need to make as much of the animal as possible consumable is, I don't know, is a poor man's way of thinking, you know? Like, why don't you eat the bones then as well? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
why don't you
people.
cook the bones for, sit there and cook the bones for 5 days in water and you will be able to chew the bones and consume them. Why don't you do
Nah,
that as well
true,
to get
true,
extra
true.
calcium?
Fair enough. Well, the the Native Americans, the American Indians, did grind up bone sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that's genuinely like from what I can understand at least, like
It's like
that's
when
when
they
you don't
didn't
have
have
anything
food.
else.
Yeah, probably. You're
Exactly.
probably right.
Yeah.
You've
And
never.
also, wait, why don't you also eat the shit from their digestive tract? That would be like, otherwise you're wasting
Wasting B12, yeah.
it.
I've never seen an animal eat the skin, to be honest. Hmm. I mean,
Don't wait, what?
with
Don't
dogs,
lions eat
they
the skin?
definitely eat the skin. Like with other carnivores, they definitely do, because they just eat it
Yeah.
a lot quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
During the Face IQ interview, he said you ate too much fruit because you went a while without eating sugar for a long time. Yeah. Did you hear my response to that or not? Obviously, you watched the live, so you would probably have heard my response. In that case, you didn't have to ask, or you didn't have to bring it up. But I'll say why. Well, the point that I made was that before, when I was consistently eating sugar, when I would have fruit, it was very easy for me to overconsume it. And I would eventually stop, not because I didn't crave it anymore or because I was satiated, but because I felt worse in my brain, in my gut, in my stomach, whatever. And then he told me that it's probably because I was deficient. I was like, no, this is back when I was eating it consistently. But now if I eat fruit, I can eat a little bit and I'm not satiated, but I just don't want to eat anymore because I don't feel the need to eat fruit. You know, I ate like a few grapes yesterday and some dates, and it was like when I was out at the beach or whatever, like fully grounded in the sun the whole time. But I didn't feel the need to, keep. To some extent, I did feel the need to keep eating sugar, but not as much as I did when I was consistently eating it. Cooking is a survival adaptation to get as much energy and nutrients from an animal as possible, making normally inedible raw parts edible. That's well said.
I mean, that's probably correct though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it being a way to make things more accessible. Like, sure. And I mean, the times that would have been used though would have been when you probably don't have anything else.
Yeah.
But one thing that gets me to think though, most of these tough parts, they usually take hours to actually soften. Like, what human in nature would actually sit many hours and just slowly cook something until it softens up and is consumable? Like, who would do that? Like, you would have the risk of rain to, of course, make so the fire gets shut down or whatever, and then you would have the risk of predators. You would have the risk of many other things.
Well, I think that's
Like it's
underestimating.
not.
I think that's underestimating the technology people had in like the so-called nature, right? Because what are we talking about here? Like in nature, do we mean pre-agriculturally,
Yeah.
pre-industrially? Like it's not like
Yeah,
people
yeah,
didn't
it all
have
depends.
shelter where they could cook things for many hours, and they didn't have. It's like they would have had hierarchy within their own societies as to where
Yeah,
people were
that is true.
safe,
That's a good point.
where they are safe for multiple hours to be able to cook things. You know, like they have.
That is true though. That is true.
Yeah.
But that also brings a counter argument that if they're so advanced, then they would have pretty much constant access to food as well, which means that they probably didn't need to slowly cook the hard parts. Like they wouldn't have been so down bad for hard parts. But I mean, it all depends. It all depends on.
All right, my
What
laptop's
tribe
about to
and
die,
everything.
so I think we're gonna end it. This
Yeah,
is a
sure.
good stream. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah, definitely.
all the
bro.
chat for joining. Thanks for the donors. Go follow Rawtard on TikTok and YouTube. He's gonna post some videos on YouTube soon, so that'll be good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I'll be excited to see that.